Just so I know for in the future, the reason it's taking me so long is because I'm waiting for her to get here. I don't want to start without her. Kayla, you here? Just type in the chat box if you can hear me. Hey, you're here! Yay! Yeah, I just wanted to play some Nancy Drew, and I don't know anyone who would want to play it with me, so I figured might as well do it somewhere where I can have other people come and watch. Yay. You can hear me, right? Alright, so, I'm just gonna start the game. And I have the chat on my handy dandy phone over here, so I can see whatever you're gonna type to me. Because I can't see it on my computer while I'm playing the game. So hopefully you can see both me and the game.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve.
Me larger?
If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Because I can do that if you want me to make it larger. And if I look to the side, that's because that's where my phone is. Alright, I'll go look, see, okay, I think I can edit the layout a little bit. We can, there we go, that's a little bit bigger. Let's put you in this corner, up there. I'll save. And let's see, can you, is that good? Oh, okay. Let's see, what is it? Okay. Okay. This should do it. Let's see if this works. Can you see it now? Yeah, because for some reason I can't see my stream on my phone. Just the info about it. It's really weird. Okay. There we go. Now I can see it. And I can see the chat. Perfect. Alright. So, yeah, these stuff are just like stuff from the previous games. So you've got this is a mask from one I did last night, which I forgot to record, but I streamed some of it last night. It's the Phantom of Venice. And then this one is White Wolf Bicycle Creek Lodge. And then this one's the one where she goes to Hawaii, Copper Cave. Then you can turn the lamp on and off. Here's the case
When
file.
Kyler Mallory called me from her home in London and asked me to be your maid of honor, I was a little reluctant. After all, I hadn't seen her since she stayed with us as an exchange student a couple of years ago. But when she told me the wedding is going to take place at an old family castle in Ireland, how could I say no? The wedding will be very small, but Kyler still needs help with all the final preparations, which means she'd like me to arrive several days early. So I'm going to fly to Dublin, rent a car, and meet Kyler at Castle Malloy. She warned me that the place is somewhat in need of repairs, whatever that means. And unfortunately, by the time I get there, it'll be night. But I've never been to Ireland before, and I've never even seen a real honest-to-goodness castle, let alone stayed in one. So the fact that it may be dark and run down just makes it more of an adventure. And you know me, whenever the question is who wants to go on an adventure, my answer is always I do.
So, just to make sure, you can hear everything, right? Even the game? Because it was supposed to be um, saying everything that is written down there. Okay, good. Great. Alright, well, let's start the game then. And I'm gonna go as a junior detective because it's so much easier and there are some puzzles that I really don't want to do on the senior detective mode.
In preparation for our landing, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
So your plane was on time, your luggage arrived, your rental car was waiting, everything went without a hitch?
Yep, and according to Kyla's directions, I'm within 2 kilometers of Castle Malloy. Now stop worrying about me and get over to the Dun Hills. What time is it there?
Around 2. The party just started. It's gonna go all day, so I've got plenty of time. Are you driving?
Yes, Ned, I'm talking on my cell phone while I'm driving, but it's okay. There's absolutely no traffic. And I think I see the gates. I gotta go. Say hi to the Dun Hills for me and have fun.
Without you? Yeah, right. Take care, Nancy.
What was that?
So yeah, if you have any questions about what's going on in the game, just ask in the chat. Oh, I hate this puzzle. It's the worst thing in the world. But you have to do what you have to do. Do you like slider puzzles? Because I most definitely do not. And while it may seem like I am doing okay, I can assure you, yeah? No. I have no idea. I haven't seen her since like this morning. No, it's fine. Really? Wow. Hmm. I'm gonna just a moment. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna start over. Ten, 11, 12. 16, 15, 14, 10. 10. 6, 7, 11. 11. 10, 9, 13, 14. 11, 10, 14, 13. 13, 9, 5, 6. 2, 3, 7, 8, 4. 8, 4. 3, 7, 6, 2, 3. 3, 7, 6, 2, 3. 7, 6, 5, 1, 2. 3, 4, 8, 7, 3. 3, 4, 8, 7, 11. Twelve, 8, 4, 3, 2. One, 5, 6, 7.
It looks like a piece is missing.
Alright, well, at least I don't have to do this later. This game will get a lot more fun for you once I actually start getting to, like, the conversations. Because I'll let you choose what we say.
Oh, hello. I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here for the wedding.
The wedding's been called off, so go on back to where you come from.
No, wait, please. My car's in the ditch by the gate. I can't go anywhere.
Walk down the road to the inn then. Give me your keys and I'll see to your car in the morning.
I left the keys in the car. Can I at least talk to Kyler?
She's sleeping.
No, wait. I came all the way from the States.
You cannot stay here. Go to the inn, I said. Now off with you.
Please, can I come in just for a minute? Hello? Are you there? Hello?
Now, see, I've played this game before, so what do you want to do? Do you want to try knocking on the door again? Or we can go back and try knocking on one of the windows. Window? Alright, we'll go over to the window. Okay, which rock do you think is best? Or, here, I'll just grab one of the rocks and you can tell me where to throw it. Let's see. Oh, really, it's just random. No. Does here seem good? See, because... You know what? I'll just throw it myself because you'll see. Oh, I should ask. Should I break the window or just knock on the window enough? Yes, break the window, or yes, knock? Break it, okay.
Deaf are you now? I told you cannot be staying here.
Joel, what are you doing? That's Nancy Drew, my maid of honor. Let her in.
Matt's disappeared? How can somebody you came all the way out here with to marry just disappear?
He hasn't disappeared for good. You have to understand, Matt's a bit of a prankster, and the wedding is still days away.
All right, here we go. 1 or 2? You just type in the 2? Okay.
You mean the wedding hasn't been called off?
Absolutely not. He'll show up. Mind you, it may not be till I've started down the aisle, but he'll show, saying he just wanted to make this a wedding no one shall ever forget.
All right, again, 1 or 2? One? All right.
Why did that man at the door tell me the wedding was off?
That was the caretaker, Donald Delaney. Not Donald, mind you. There's no D at the end, so it's pronounced Donal. That's the way you're supposed to spell it, which is to say that's the way the Irish spell it.
Proud of his heritage, huh?
Indeed. Which would be tolerable if his love for the Irish wasn't accompanied by an abiding distaste for the British. Now, he rather likes me, but that's only because he considers me to be Irish, since I'm directly related to the man who used to own this place. When it comes to my British fiancé, Donal detests him, which is why he was so quick to tell you the wedding's off. He wants it to be off. He came right out and said, if I am to be married in Castle Malloy, it simply must be to an Irishman. Said my marrying a Brit would upset the fairy people, or whatever he calls them.
All right, 1 or 2? Two? Alrighty.
Do you have any idea where Matt disappeared to?
No, but I know he didn't go far. The fact is, sometimes I hear him. You know, his voice. It's very faint and muffled, but it sounds like he's calling to me, saying things I can't quite make out, teasing me, the lout. So I know he's somewhere close by. He'll be here for the wedding. I'd stake my life on it. Of course, I remember well your penchant for solving mysteries, so if you want to give this one a go, by all means do. You could start in the nursery. It's down the hall. That's where Matt had set up his cot and was spending most of his time. Find him, Nancy. Having my maid of honor ruin this silly vanishing trick of his would teach him a lesson he sorely needs.
Alright, and... Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different options, and one of them is number 1 is leaving the conversation. So which one would you like to do? Okay, I can't quite tell because it won't show me timestamps whether the latest one that you just sent was the one for this chat or the previous one. So if you could send the number again, just so I can make sure. There are 5 options in total, but number 1 leaves the conversation. It's taking you a really long time. You're still here, right? One. Okay. Alright, well, we'll leave the conversation then.
I'd better get to work.
The 5 months I spent living with you, your dad, and Hannah, and Togo, of course. That was a very happy time for me, Nancy. I can't tell you how thrilled I am you're here.
I get to see you again, and I get to see Ireland. I'm the one who's thrilled, believe me. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. I'm your maid of honor, remember?
I haven't forgotten.
Alrighty, let's do some investigation. Ah, alright. Yeah, and in Nancy Drew games, you just take things off the shelves.
Whoa, that would have been quite a fall. This is useless. It's not lit. This'll come in handy.
And let's see.
Still have to do that. Did that. I haven't done that.
Alright, we're going over to the inn. To make sure. We've got that all good. Oh, yeah.
Where are those lights in the tower coming from?
Just a moment. I'm gonna grab. Here we go. Some pumpkin pie. And then now, because we've got the lantern, we can look around. But I prefer to just go to the inn to start off with, because then you can talk to someone else over at the inn.
Check.
Okay.
All done. All done.
So, you're not so keen on staying at the castle after all, then?
Alright, one or two. One. Alright.
I'm staying there. I just wanted to talk to you.
Come to me for a bit of aid and advice,
One or
did you?
two.
Well, I've got none to give. Not till I got the day's troubles behind me and a crow's nest in front of me.
I don't blame you a bit. I also have no idea what you're talking about.
The mix maid suddenly took ill, leaving poor Seamus on his own, running back and forth, trying to mix and serve at the same time. I ordered soon as I walked in, yet here I sit, dying of thirst. I'll do no talking till I get me crow's nest, and there's the sorry truth of the matter. But now, were some spry and spunky lass to lend poor Seamus a hand by taking over the mixing for a while, that would surely speed the plough.
Sounds good to me. I'll see to it you get your crows whatever, ASAP.
Gonna play Mixmaid for a while, are ya? Well, here's what you're to do. I'll take the orders and put the tickets up here. Each ticket will have no more than 2 drinks on it. And to save time, I draw little pictures instead of writing out their names. The mixin' book will tell ya which little picture stands for what drink. It'll also tell you what's in each drink and how to make each drink. Now, to pour something, put the silver mixing glass under either the juice tap or the beer tap. Then, press whatever button the mixing book tells you to press. The book will also tell you how many times to press it. If the drink needs blending, you'll see a picture of a blender at the top of the column in the book. You're to put the solid ingredients into the blender first, then pour whatever's in the mixing glass into the blender. Then, press the red button. And when the blending's done, just reach under the counter and find the serving glass that's pictured in the book. Put the serving glass on the grey mat and pour everything from the blender into the serving glass. If the drink doesn't need blending, just find the right serving glass, put it on the grey mat, and pour everything you've poured into the mixing glass into the serving glass. Then, add anything else the book tells you to add, put the serving glass on the tray to the right of the ticket it goes to, and start fixing the next drink. Soon as you've made all the drinks on a ticket, ring the bell and I'll serve 'em up. Just remember, if the orders start coming thick and fast and the tickets start piling up, you're to make the drinks on the ticket closest to the bell first. Now, you'll be making no mistakes, I'm sure. But if you do, just toss the glass into the rubbish bin down there to the right and start over. Mind you, lass, you must do the mixing fast and proper. The quicker you mix, the more tips you'll be keeping. To work with you now. Another round completed. Another round completed. You do fine work, miss. All done and dusted, are ya? Thank you, miss. Take what's in the tip jar, and the next time you help out, you can keep the tips then as well.
You make a mean crow's nest, girl. Well done. Now, I'm to tell you what happened to the Sassenach, am I?
I'm sorry, happened to the what?
The Sassenach. The Englishman. The one Kyler was supposed to be marrying. Well, what happened to him is this. The She took him. The good people whisked him straight off to their world, they did.
By the good people, you mean fairies?
You'll not be hearing me call him that. All of us have a name we prefer, and with them, the good people it is. So that's what I call him, and you'd be wise to do the same.
Just what are these good people going to do with him?
Whatever they please. He's in their world now, and he'll not be coming back. That's as much of the truth as we'll ever know. 'Tis not the first time the good people have seen fit to meddle in the affairs of Castle Malloy. Caused the explosion they did.
Explosion?
Aye, the one that half destroyed the place. The man who lived there in 1944, Brendan Malloy was his name. He was a scientist, charged with making rocket fuel, people say. Only one summer night, something went terrible wrong. There was a flash, like 1,000 lightning bolts. Then a huge boom sent everything south of the library flying towards the sky. Brendan, his wife, Caitlin, used to own this place, she did. Aye, and their little girl, Fiona. All three were lost to the world forever when the place blew. But the blame lay not with Malloy. It was the good people. They'd taken a shine to Fiona, is why. And they knew that little girls, no matter how much they're adored by wee folk or mortals, sooner or later, all little girls grow up and grow old. The good people couldn't bear to see this happen to their beloved Fiona, so they made full sure it never did.
Sounds to me like the good people are actually just the opposite.
They have their ways and we have ours, is all. That's just the way of things. Got plans for you, they do.
The fairies? The good people? What makes you say that?
I meant to pocket your car keys for safekeeping on my way over here, but I couldn't find them.
You mean my keys weren't in the car?
Aye, that's exactly my meaning. Taken they were. The good people want you to be staying.
All right. 1, 2, or 3. This time 3 leaves the conversation. Two? Alrighty.
Do you dislike all Englishmen as much as you dislike Matt Simmons? Or is he special somehow?
I've little use for any Sassenach, but I took a disliking to this one soon as I laid eyes on him. Arrogant he was, cocky, disrespectful, foolish, always touching things he shouldn't, going places he didn't belong. Worse than a stray dog, that one was.
Alright, 1 or 2.
What about Kyler?
Aye, Kyler. She's different. She belongs here. It's in her blood. It's the reason she does naught but read up in the library. She'll not be leaving Ireland, mark my words. And if she winds up marrying Mr. Foley, all the better.
So Kit, you like?
Aye. He may talk like a Yank and live like a Brit, but there's Irish in the lad. I saw it right off. Little wonder he's in love with the girl. They'll make a fine pair.
Whoa, wait a minute. Kit's not in love with Kyler.
Blind, are you now? Loves her, he does indeed. He's all but wearing a sign saying so. He came to the wedding early to make sure there'd never be a wedding. Only the good people saw to that for him. Ah, the luck of the Irish.
Alright, 1 or 2. This time 2 is the one that ends the conversation.
I'll let you drink your crow's nest in peace.
Good night to you.
Did that. Can't check that off yet.
And now here you can tell me where you see the differences if I get hung up. Oof. Always get hung up with this one. Voila. Okay. And then this one. And that is why you save before you play. Ah. And there we go. All done with those. You know what? I can call them later when I have to. Let's see what I needed to do. Scene in the nursery. Okay. Right, and if you have any tips for this one, just put them in the chat. If you're like, oh, this one obviously goes here, put it in the chat so I can see it.
What is that?
All right. Yeah, what about him? I was watching 319 earlier today. The one at the motel. Very good episode to go back to. course you want pumpkin pie. I just had some. It's delicious. Yes.
Check. Did that. I haven't done that.
Alright, now we go exploring the castle grounds.
I would like a fortune.
What about it, though? Oh, I was just trying to basically make them all weigh the same. And come on, that happens in like every episode Elijah's in. We'll have to be a little bit more specific.
That's a pretty big step.
I don't know. I think that Matt kind of is the attachment to Elena's humanity. Without him, there'd be no human. Yeah, technically Elena's human throughout the show, but is she really?
Wonder what that crow's doing in there.
I mean, I guess. Slightly? I mean, not really, though.
All done. Did that. Did that. Check. All done. Still have to do that.
Okay. Alright. Sure, you can have him. I mean, he's insane, so if you want him, he's all yours.
I don't think I can jump that far.
It's true. It's true when you know it. There we go. There we go. Oh, am I missing a small one? Missing a small one already. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I'm missing one of the small ones. Perfect. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna have to end the stream here. Let's see. Live 10/11/ oh, they don't do slashes. Okay. Alright. Come on. There we go. Alright, well, I can still talk to you over Instagram, and I am going to put this one up because hopefully I recorded it. So I'll put it up on my channel in case you want to watch it. But yeah, we can talk on Instagram, but this is where I'm going to end the stream.